Now that's good. All right. So how you been today? How's your day starting off so far?
Weird. Wait a minute, I gotta take notes.
Okay.
Yeah, my day started weird.
Oh goodness.
Well,
Hopefully it will get better for you.
this is New England. We
What
had
time is it there?
11.
Oh, okay. So you're an hour ahead of me. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm in Tennessee. 45 minutes from Nashville.
Cool.
So I am.
So, yeah, so we just had like a snow thing, another snow event, and it was kind of a dud. It was our fourth blizzard or our fourth nor'easter.
Oh wow!
In 3 weeks.
And we had flurries. That's all we had.
We got the past couple of them we've had like 20 inches, 30 inches. This one was turning out to be kind of a dud.
Oh.
So I'm gonna close the door.
Okay, that's fine.
So my partner goes down to Boston to plow.
Okay.
There was nothing to plow, so he came back. He spent the whole night being up.
Yeah.
I came back, and he came back super early this morning, which is unusual. And I said, he's sleeping on the couch. I'm like, will you go in the bedroom? And he was like, it's too dark in there.
Oh my goodness. Men, right?
That's what I woke up to. But I'm looking for a pen.
Okay.
I'm finally not organized today. Usually, come on, there are 3 of them right here. That's my life. Yesterday I had a certified organizer come to my house.
And he set you up.
No, it was just a interview kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to see if I can barter with her.
I know, right? So especially if you know you need the assistance, that will definitely help to get everything in order for you.
Hey, honey, I showed her my work, and she was insane over it. So now she's asking me, what would it cost to do this, this, and this? And I'm like,
oh, wow.
I am willing.
I am ready. Awesome. Okay, I am going to kind of go over the quick formalities, and then we can dive into any questions that you may have, and try to set our goals up for how we're going to move forward. So, of course, it's the CBA, and from what my understanding is, they're still going to give us more information. We can either make the 40 hours spread over that time frame, or we can kind of see how adjust where we need it as the program goes on. But for now, it's just pretty much trying to stretch it those 10 months so that you're getting what you need. They would like for us the first couple of weeks or the first month or so kind of meet every week. I mean, even if we're just doing a quick check-in and say, hey, how are you coming along with things, or where you're stuck at or something like that, especially with what they're going to be assigning you guys as homework. And that will kind of help us adjust to how we can best suit you. We did ask yesterday. We had our meeting yesterday. We asked if we were going to be able to get the content that they're going to share with you guys early enough so that we're going to be able to let you guys know, hey, this is what the assignment's coming up, and this is what what they're asking you guys as homework. And so basically I'm supposed to do the homework for you. You basically go through the course, watch the videos, apply what you can, but whatever homework that we can help you with, or I can help you with, is how we're going to use those hours. And you do know how to go to instead of trying to log into the email that was given, you know how to log into your console. And once you go in, it'll say, your CBA, you have that button in the bottom. And you click on that, and it'll actually bring you right into my console as to where you can schedule an appointment. If you click, there's one for the calendar. If you click on that one, it will actually bring you into the back end of my console. So you can kind of go in and do that. I'm going to show you where that is, just in case.
It's the same as what we do with the coach.
Right. It's the same, basically the same thing as you do with a coach, but it just looks a little bit different than when we actually use it, when you're actually using your console for when you guys log in. It makes it a little bit easier so you don't have to log in your access. So I'm going to try to get my thing here. I should have this already up. I think I already have yours saved.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tilt your
this way?
Tilt it down a little bit.
Down. Is that better?
No, your light's good. I want the light.
Oh,
I meant to tilt the screen so I
the
can
screen
see.
down. Is that
Yeah,
better?
way better.
Okay. I may have been up close to it too.
No.
Oh, well.
You're getting flared by your back window, and I can't
Oh,
see.
got you. You know what? I could close those blinds back there. Um, yours is.
Did you go to the? I didn't see you. Did you go to
I was
the?
there. Hmm.
Damn.
I sure was. They had us moving all around in there, so it's no telling. I may have been because I know there was times when we were out in the tech support area. I was out there quite a bit. They did have us in the back helping out with some stuff.
Yeah.
No, I had
Yeah. The only person I really saw that I know was Jay.
Jackie. Oh, it was Jay. Okay.
But she was out front, like meeting and greeting people. So,
And that's weird because I was out there too when the first night when we were registering everybody in. I was in there.
I think I saw you. I was just like, I was being a problem child.
Oh,
I I was gonna offer something, but I ended up meeting Barry, which was fantastic.
okay. Awesome.
Barry's the reason why I'm in this group, believe it or not.
I believe it's gonna be awesome. Why can I get yours?
Because I'm a problem child.
It's saying I know y'all have your login. I'm just in there, right? So why is it not? Because I've been in your system.
Oh, really? Were you unimpressed?
Portrait one. So maybe I'm not spelling something correctly. SHAIA1. That's. I'm putting it in correct. I don't know why it won't let me in. Maybe I'll just go here. I'm gonna log out of mine for a second and come into this one. I know I put it in right. So maybe I didn't.
There's a one. Is it portrait one
At mac.com?
One?
Mm-hmm.
Did they put a one after it?
Mm-hmm. At mac.com.
Uh-huh.
And then the password that I have is SHAINA1551.
Yep.
Okay, so that is weird. So
Try this. Try Marcia 2018.
Okay.
I did not make that.
Oh, you know what? I have it in my. I don't know what was going on, but luckily I had it saved in my password keeper. So now I can share my screen.
No, wait. What happened? I want to know.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen with you.
No. Am I going to be able to get into my?
Yeah, you're going to be able to get in. It's the correct the password. The Shayna 1551. That's correct. I don't know what I was typing in wrong, but I was because I had been in your system last week when I got assigned to you.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, I know, right? So then, of course, this is a hub. So if you click on the button that says your CBA, it'll bring you into where it'll bring you straight to the client log. But if there's ever a time that you need to schedule a session outside of what we've already kind of came up with as far as an agreed day, and then you'll just click on my CBA calendar, and then it'll bring you into my actual portal for you. So instead of you having to try to log into have a separate login from my system, you're already linked in there. So it'll just have to click on my CBA and you'll be able to schedule sessions. I also had a video on here, which is basically a walkthrough of my backend console, so you'll know where everything is. I kind of try to keep up or give you guys updated office closings, that the days I'm closed or whatever the case may be, so that way I try to keep you informed as much as possible. Cool. I try to share resources with you all, especially if it's information that I do know, either that I've known or that I've gotten over the course while we're working together and even after. Of course, the calendar, it's basically what you just saw when we came. You just click on either the 1 hour or the 30-minute. Today is supposed to be our 1 hour, and we may or may not use it all, which would be great because the more time that we can leave for work to be done is better. because at some point there might be where they give you guys a lot of stuff to do, and then I don't want you to get overwhelmed with trying to meet up with me, and we may not get everything that we need to get done. And I like to be able to have those hours available if it is something that's going to take a while.
Okay.
Of course, my log is the screen you come to first. You don't have to worry about that this one here because you've already made your payment through the coach's console, and that's pretty much it. It's just logging into your hub, clicking here whenever you need to communicate with me, and then it'll open up in a new window, and it'll bring you to your client log. And that's how we'll communicate going forward. Everything will be done through the log. That way we have a track of if you've sent files to me, we're able to access it here easier versus us trying to go through our email and trying to find it.
So if I want to send you pictures,
you send it through your client log. So you'll be able to, there's a button here that says upload, or a link where you can upload the document and it'll open up. So it doesn't matter if it's a picture, if it's the free gift or whatever else that we need to add in. And then it'll open up for you to put your document in there. But you will have to type something in the client log. It won't just allow you to just send a document without putting some text with it.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it on that as far as using the console and how we're going to use it. So I have been in there and only had a couple questions. But before we move forward with that, do you have any for me as of yet?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So I have some questions for you.
Okay.
So I'm not a coach.
Okay.
I'm not certified.
Okay.
I'm not typical, I guess, of the group of people here. I'm not special.
Okay.
I am not the standard. I'm the problem child. Okay, so I'm a photographer.
Okay.
All right, that's my thing. This is the back room is what I'm really interested in. Okay. Maybe some of this. I'm also into other stuff too. And I bring that into my world. But I'm not certified to be a coach. So I don't call myself a coach.
Okay.
I don't know what I call myself yet. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
But so I deal with video. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of videos, a lot of photographs, a lot of documents.
Okay.
My relationship. Well, my lead page thing has to be set up like immediately. It's not set up so it's kind of holding me back. I'm doing everything the old-fashioned way. I've been a photographer for over 80,000 hours.
Okay.
And I look at it that way, so it makes me feel better.
Okay.
I did have a very successful business, and then the economy mixed with a divorce kind of killed me. Okay. And so I'm rebuilding myself. All right.
Okay.
So I do have students now. I have a lot of students.
Okay.
And I do have some one-on-ones, and I want to build some weekend workshops. Okay. And I can't do it without a lead page, and I haven't loaded my students in.
Okay.
But my issues are going to be more about, how do I make the photographs accessible? Even in my freebie, it's got a lot of photographs in it. And when I made it small, it was 72 meg. So, it's almost like, if you want to access my freebie, should I send them to YouTube or send them to someplace else so they can choose to download it or just read it? Those are things that's going to be the kind of problems I'm going to have consistently until I figure out, or we figure out, how to work with that. And I've got two web pages. Okay. One of them is long-standing, had it for decades now, and we took it apart because I didn't want to pay the host millions of dollars.
Right. So
it's now in really freaking Mickey Mouse, disgusting condition. I'm very upset about it. It's being posted just by HostGator or something, and I'm not happy with what that looks like. I'm embarrassed by it, actually. That's www.dolginimaging.com.
I went on there.
Okay, and then Marcia, Dolgin.com is the one that I wanted to build through this, but I've got it. The woman who did it for me did it all wrong.
Okay.
It doesn't have pain in there. It doesn't have any of that stuff. So,
Okay.
I need to have a lot of different kinds of pages, and the pages need to be like affiliated with, different kinds of photography that I've done with. So it's portfolio, it's credibility.
Okay.
People still hire me to do photography, and while I can, I still will. My previous business was really all about people of my vibe. So when I was in my 30s, I had tons of people who were in their 30s. When I was in my 40s, I got 40.
Right. Okay.
People who are in my age do not get photography, and their children are all about doing their own thing. So, and they move and they die. All kinds of stuff happens. So I'm starting over again.
Okay.
But I need to have. My concern is organization of how this is going to be done. It has to be done for people who are a little bit not too computer savvy. Some of these people buy cameras, they have no clue how to turn them on. Okay,
I believe it.
The first class is all about what the buttons are.
Okay,
and it's more than that. But
right.
When I tell them that there's a diopter built into the camera, they're like, "This alone was worth the class." So.
Okay.
That's pretty funny to me, but all this time I haven't been able to see. Come on, okay, let's fix that right away. Never mind that. How about your vision?
I know, right?
Your mindful vision. You gotta be able to see, so you can. You don't really have to be able to see. To be honest with you, I shoot blind all the time.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, but that's just I have a lot of experience. So those are my concerns, all right? And so I think that's why they picked you. So I wrote that down.
Yeah, she gave me her notes, so I'm good to go. Okay. So to kind of go from the first question, which basically is how to make your photos accessible. Of course, when we load them up in the console, they are there. And once we put them on, whether it's the pages, whether it's on your free, your opt-in, whether it's going to be in any workshop or anything like that, the person that has their own login will be able to access all of those photographs, videos, anything that we upload in there that they have access to, whether they purchased it or whether it's something that you gift to someone or anything like that, but they will be able to access them in your console. Anytime we put any on the page, it'll be in the console. Anytime you want to go and use another photo, so say if we're sending out an email and we want to use the photo that we use for, if you were sending out a newsletter or something like that, we would actually use the photo that's already there. We'll just, click on, for an example, I just want to go on a page so I can show you or be able to click so you can see how that works. So even though we have the free, I'm going to just go on this page, the free gift. Anytime we want to add any images or any photos at all, I'm just going to scoop down a couple pages.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Yeah, we'll put it. I'll put it where we need to put it. I always click image, and then once we click that, then we'll be able to click on pick image, and wherever any photos that get uploaded here, they stay in here. They have the option for us to be able to create folders. So if there's a specific thing that needs to go in a certain folder, I'm going to organize it that way. So that way, if you're ever in here and there's something that you just want to go ahead and try to get started before I get to it, then you can actually just be able to click on that folder, find it, put it in wherever you want to put it in, and click save, and then go, or choose file rather, and go forward.
So how do I load? I can load that sucker up.
Well, the only way you can do that is you have to go into, so say what you can do is, like, I just clicked on, just the free gift page, and then I clicked on the little image looking thing here, this image looking thing by the link. If you click on there, you can upload as many photos as you want. You don't have to select any at that time, just upload them. And
how do I upload them though?
So you'll go to, the easiest way for me to walk you through it is go to website, and then you go to pages.
Yeah.
Just choose the free gift, the free offer page, and so maybe back up. That way you can kind of,
Web page, free offer.
Just choose free offer, and then you want to click. You want to do your gear through the drop down.
Edit.
Click on edit. Like I did, just scroll down. Just pick the spot and scroll down the bottom, just so I can be able to upload. You'll click the image and insert image, and then you'll click pick image, and then once you do that, you'll click choose file.
So that takes me right to my computer.
It'll take you right to your computer, and you can upload. You can, but the only thing that sucks is you can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be time consuming.
So we're working. I believe they're working on trying to be able to give us the option to upload more than one at a time, but that's still in the works.
All right. So if so this is just a way to get this into the system.
It's just a way to get it in the app.
All right. So I can do that for videos too.
Oh no, videos is different. So for the videos, you can only upload those. I would suggest that we only upload those on the pages that we're going to use them, only because it won't save it doesn't save it in an area like it does with the images.
Oh, okay.
And it's always suggested to embed them, that way they play on the page.
I don't even know what that is, but that's fine.
It's okay.
You'll tell me. I know what it means. I know what it means. I don't know how to do it. So,
that's okay.
All right. So technologically, I am obviously stupid. Not stupid. Limited.
There you go. I like that word better.
Yeah, I'm not. So I was able to do this. I'm not. All right. So here's the thing. Because this is I don't know. Statistically speaking, I wanted to have a nice, a website that was that used this as the back room.
Okay, so you just wanted to. That was one of my questions: is how do you really want to use the console? You just want to use it as a client, like basically like a client portal, and you manage. Okay, your client management and all that goes through there.
Yeah, except I don't know if that's smart or not, but that's what that's my thinking.
That's how I use mine.
Yeah, I just feel like it's sort of it doesn't work. I don't think it works for the visuals for what I need. That's all. All right.
I understand. Yep. So just know that you're not the only one that just uses it as a client portal. I'm going to say probably about 85% of our clientele, that's all they use it for is the back end, because they have an external website that does all their marketing for them, and they use lead pages and things like that. So that's really not an issue.
Well, I'm not using lead pages. I'm using you.
I know, but I'm setting up your lead pages for you.
You did?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to get the logins from you to be able to do that, and that's when we're gonna talk about what we're gonna set up in lead pages. So, like, if you're gonna use that for your free gift, whether you're gonna do that for all your workshops, which you just mentioned, you want to put up, you want to conduct weekend workshops, so they're gonna need a place to register for.
Yeah. No, I totally need I need to do a lead page type process. I didn't know I was going to be using lead pages. I used to have a membership there, and I wasted that money too.
Because you didn't use it. Yeah. So it's really about being that you like something that's aesthetically clean looking, but appealing to the eye. I always say if lead pages is what you want to use, I'll use lead pages. So I mean, even though I have the console and I know I can lay the landing page out, it's not going to lay out the way that I want it to lay out, but I know it would do what I wanted to do in lead pages. So I mean, you can still use your hours for us to do that too.
Yeah. Okay. So lead pages, and then do you use Canva?
I do.
Okay.
So I was going to ask you all your tools that you normally
right now, I've probably joined a million organizations and then quit.
Okay, so we're definitely want you to use this one and make sure you see the value in what you invested.
Well, there's another one called ConvertKit.
I've heard of ConvertKit. I have not used it, but I mean, it doesn't take me. If I go on something and research it, it doesn't take me long to catch on to what it is.
I'm not sure. Well, see, I don't want to do anything that's duplicating what you guys are doing.
Right, and I was going to say that. I mean, because we can still link your opt-ins, from the console into lead pages, so they do talk to each other. But there is a technical part of it that's the setup.
So it talks to the TCC.
Mm-hmm.
Canva is just a layout program.
Right. It's just for us to design your image, what just to do the designing portion, rather it's creating a social media graphic to go along with promoting the landing page or
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Well, lead pages, as I recall, they actually have a lot of well, they both do, but they have statistically driven success.
They do.
Yeah,
Yep.
lead pages. So I feel like that's good. And then what do they call it? ConvertKit?
ConvertKit. Mm-hmm.
Is that a duplicate of what you guys are doing?
It is, and it's an email management system. I just have not looked at it to see if it's going to be duplicating what we're doing, but I can definitely take a look at that.
Would you? Because I have a membership in another organized small group with a friend who is a master at this stuff, and she, I'm doing you guys instead of her thing, which is cool. She's,
okay.
I'm in a membership. Okay, so it's all paid for.
Yeah.
She uses Lead Pages, Canva, and ConvertKit. She thinks ConvertKit is worth
amazing.
It's really amazing for what it does, and it can scale.
Okay.
It's free at first, and then when you go beyond a certain point, you pay. She feels that it's she's pretty frugal and quite successful. So
awesome. Okay. All right. And then
so I'm interested in knowing about that, because then I have to jump in and learn how to do it.
Okay. Can do.
I didn't move forward on it. I waited. I gotta tell you, this month of waiting has been
something else. Yeah.
Because I'm dependent. Okay, so I really want to get going, and it was like, my up days, my down days.
Yeah, I'm with you. You're not alone. Trust me, you're not. Let's see. What are the questions? So, give me a little bit about how you see the weekend workshops going. Are we going to be uploading things for that homework and things like that for them to do, or is it just like a one day kind of thing?
I'm going to start with one day and build it to 2, and then to 3.
Okay.
And then we're going to, my hope is to do something that goes to, I'm going to start with these with destination workshops.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, who's coming here would be a destination, but I mean, like to go to Sedona so I can access the Slot Canyons, which are 3 hours north, and Lake Powell, and then, the Grand Canyon, all within the same thing. Sedona's cool, but I don't think it's outstanding. It's way over.
Okay. It's
way over marketed or whatever.
Okay.
In my opinion, but the Grand Canyon is freaking amazing.
Okay. So the other question is: are we going to be? Are you charging for these workshops, or are they going to be free workshops?
Workshops are going to charge.
Okay.
I already do a lot of freebies. So I've done a lot of speak to sales and I'm doing the old-fashioned way,
Yeah. So we'll be using a card for that. Okay.
Yeah, I do the old-fashioned way with my speak to sales. They're free. That's how the routine.
Mm-hmm. I do. Card. So I'm just trying to make sure I get all my other questions out.
Right.
Okay. Have you had a chance to look at any of the core stuff so far?
I don't know. I'm doing all the assignments.
Okay. So you've already done your help me help you email?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. And that's module 1 is to help me help you.
Help me.
I'm gonna have to go to I'm gonna go to your dashboard.
Okay.
So of course you access your that's your boot camp. I thought they had you guys a button in here.
No, I was I'm trying to keep up with you guys in terms of just confusing. So you've got me down for 2 emails, and one of them I get like 300 things a day.
Okay.
So I miss that. But one of the things that I want to do is So I want all your stuff to go to Marcia at marciadolgin.com. That way I have a better chance of seeing it, and I have a place where I put everything.
Okay. So is that the one I sent your email to?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the one. Okay. So we need, because the other one I sent it to, it sent it back to me and said it bounced. So
What?
that's why, yeah, it did. And so that's why I went into the admin section that I have for you and got your other email. And that's when I was able to communicate with you, because the other one, it bounced back a couple times. I was like,
Maybe it
what?
wasn't right. Was it portrait1 at mac.com?
Yeah, not that. Wasn't no, it wasn't that one. It was the pad. Was it? Was it Marcia?
Portrait1 at mac.com, but there's no one on the end. That's something you guys did.
Oh, how did she? Why did she put that there?
I don't know. Do you mind if I have to leave for 1 second.
Oh no, you're fine. Go ahead.
1 second. I'm sorry.
No problem. That's not a question.
Okay, I'm back. I apologize for that. Mother Nature just kicked in.
You're fine. You are fine.
Timing is everything. Sorry.
You are fine. How's your fine? Yes.
So the help me help you thing for me, I don't know what that is.
It's an email that's in your. I'm gonna try to log into my accelerator because I have the same thing as you guys have.
You know, one of the things that there's the what was it? The marketing thing where you send out 50 emails and hope to get someone to come back to give you that. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like a form. You can actually create a form in your console for it.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Well, let me tell you why I didn't. Because I do it.
Sure.
I do it differently. Okay, so when I teach my classes, I have. Well, first, let me just give you a tiny thing. So I'm a sassy. I'm at least a sassy mastermind person,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been in her system for many, many, many years.
Okay.
Well, not many, many. Enough. So the speak to sell thing is all about, that whole thing and how to do the research. So I structure my classes according to that. So every time I have classes, I send out, and not only that, but I make them fill out the form.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to fill this out. Use full sentences, right? So I can read it. Otherwise, I'm not teaching this class.
Okay.
So I have forced the research.
Okay.
Over the past 4 years.
Okay. Right.
Or 5 years. So I looked at those. Remember, I'm not a coach. So what keeps
that's why I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around how you and I are going to work for, because it's going to be it's definitely totally different.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I think it's just basically really knowing how. If you're going to be doing the accelerator stuff yourself to tailor it to how your business is, then how would you want, as far as the technical portion, you just want me to be able to set that up, correct?
No, I want to be able to still do this. It's just that, no, I want to do the whole program.
Okay.
I'm not that good, okay? So if I was, I'd be in a different spot, right? Um,
Okay.
so no, but in that particular instant, all
Mhm.
right, I already have the what you understand what keeps people up at night for
Yeah,
photography
you
is
already have that part done. Okay, so you
no
have your niche.
people are
Yeah,
not people do not stay up late at night because they can't take a picture.
you ain't kidding. They don't
All right, so some of this stuff just doesn't relate,
apply to you. Right, right.
right?
Okay,
They,
gotcha.
they,
Okay,
they
okay.
stay up
That
late at
makes
night because
sense.
they can't afford the camera or the lens, maybe. All right.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so I'm trying to wrap my mind.
Right.
So,
So that's why I said I'm going to be a problem child, but I'm not.
no, you're
I
not.
want to
Really,
do all
you're
this.
not. This is helping me think outside that box of how to flux from those that are coaches and those that are really they're coaches in their own right. Whether that be um, what do you call it? Whether that be a certified or not, it's just helping me to be able to shift either, shift the direction. So from what I'm saying is, even though I'll be doing the technical part, you still want to know how to go in, where I went in to go do X, Y, and Z, or how did I
Yeah.
make those things talk together.
Right, but I still respect totally
Oh,
your knowledge and I want you to challenge me. I want you to, like, wow, look at that thing right there.
you know
New.
what? Let me close my these because it's distracting me a bit. It is.
Don't worry.
Is that better? Because it was distracting me.
I don't know. I think you're gonna have to do something
Now I
more
gotta fix my
powerful.
light, but it was distracting me.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
even have any lights on. I was going to, and this
oh,
is
you're
stupid.
fine. That's
But
this is on my only one, so it's either that or turn the big light on. I won't do that. So
all right, no problem. All right, so I want to be able to, I want you to challenge me. I want you to, because like the certain mindset, like there's a sweet spot that I need to articulate. And one of the things that's really interesting that I find from Carol's my coach, and one of the things that's really interesting is that she asked me about the steps. So I have the steps, all right.
yeah.
And one of the things that challenged me was something that was very coachy. So okay, and I get what she's saying. Okay, what is because there is nothing that keeps them up at night. Okay,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you cannot go there unless they have to go photograph someone's wedding and they don't know how to. Then
Right,
they shouldn't be doing it.
right,
Okay, flat out. So she asked me something about another level, and it's a level that I'm not, that will make people sign up. All
right.
right, it's
Okay,
the psychological thing, and those are the kinds of things I certainly can use help with.
okay.
So I'm not because I will be honest with you, my business was very successful when I had it,
Right, right.
and I was on TV a lot, so I
Okay,
had referrals. I never had
right,
to work it ever.
right, right.
Ever.
Okay,
Okay, so here I am playing the game.
that's okay.
I'm
We're
good.
gonna make it work.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it work. Okay. So, how comfortable are you with your free gift?
Nah. I love my free gift is a very good gift. I feel like it doesn't have enough photographs,
Okay.
and it doesn't have. I feel it's not written well. The copy sucks. The material's good, but the
Okay.
copy sucks. The concept's good.
Okay.
I need to redo it. It's
Okay.
not, and I'm not being a perfectionist. By the way,
Right. Right.
I don't use those queer names. Okay,
Right.
perfect, Portia.
Yep. She told me. I don't use them either, so you're not alone.
Okay. To me, they are demeaning of the real problem.
Yes.
They
Yes.
actually make fun of the problem,
Yeah.
which hurts. It hurts the result, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
that's just
I
me.
agree. I agree.
Thank you.
You are not alone. That's why I don't use them. I'm like, I hear you. I hear what you guys are saying, and it works for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. And I'm one of them. It doesn't work for me.
Doesn't work for me. It pushes me away. It's like, are
Yeah.
we moving out? Let's grow up.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just me because I'm old, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. So I think that's probably a better place to start is to try to get that at least that part done, rather that be you taking a look at over and saying, "Hey, Dorothy, can you fix, these are the images I want to use. Here's where I want to use them. And then us build the landing page. I mean, the opt-in. Well, the opt-in is already built for it, but creating a lead page for it. And then you tell me give me the images we're going to use along with the content, and build it from there. And then we'll see. Then we can kind of do a test, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I want to know. I don't want to be pushing something that may not work. I would definitely
right.
test. I don't mind split testing. Okay, I like split testing because I want to work with the one that works. I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, that's probably a better place for us to start. I know you did mention your website, your external ones. So I think if we work on getting your free gift, at least that part done first, and then maybe looking at least one of those sites and getting it where you want it.
All right, so the marciadolgin.com is the one that we already have linked to the portal.
Okay, so that is the main one, right?
Right. The other one we're using to keep active because it has good Google ratings.
Yeah. Let me. Why do I
can actually move some of those Google? I have a lot of testimonials too. I haven't put those
on
in
there. Okay.
No, they're not on it. They're not on there.
So we need to add that. Okay. So
I have testimonials. I have see this. This is how much.
Oh my gosh.
I have.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
Yeah, so I got this much material. Mm-hmm. I just produced a whole bunch more, and I haven't got it in this thing. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's not a joke. All right. Plus, I have like seven 1, 2, and 3 terabyte hard drives.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And this is not Mickey Mouse. This is like the real thing. And I'm just looking for my ideal client. I'm not looking to compete with other people.
Yeah.
I know I have to compete with them. I have bought memberships of other people's stuff to see what they do. Mm-hmm. I just think that, being an older person, I end up, I want to attract older people. Well, that's good because they have money. If they're, if they can afford a camera and whatever, that I just had my biggest problem, for me is to get my head wrapped around the fact that I have to find the right words that will get the camera enthusiasts so excited that they would want to come with me on a workshop and spend way more money than they spent for that camera. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the camera is going to run them like $600, maybe $1,200. Okay. They've got them now, so they can get them for $500 or $400. Mm-hmm. I just bought one, to be honest with you, on eBay. That's unbelievable for $177, and it was 2 lenses and then the camera body and. Oh
wow! Okay.
Yeah, and it's perfect. Perfect. The older model, but it's perfect.
Perfect. And normally that's how it goes. Sometimes the older is better.
Yeah. In this case, this is one of the rare versions.
Rare cases, yeah.
Yes, and it's fabulous. Anyway, the point I'm saying is that, so if someone spent $177 on their camera and they think, they really love photography, now I want them to spend $5,000.
Yeah, I know, right?
Learn how to use it. Well, and this is not something that may be something that keeps them up at night, but it's something they really want to do. It's got to be. So I don't know.
Bring that out.
Yeah, I don't know how that. That's why I have to really be impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's why that roadblock is about your free gift, is because you really don't know the voice you want to use. Do you have that uploaded on your console?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna print it out and look at it and review it.
Yeah, it sucks. And I've rewritten it a couple times to put in stuff and whatever. It's really just information, and then the link to me was, it was just like, grunt, get it done, Marcia, because if you don't get it done, it's not going to get done and good enough and all that jazz. Yeah. Well, now I'm looking back at it and it sucks. I've rewritten it for other purposes. I won't even use it. All right. I've rewritten it, but It's basically 3 things that you can do before you pick up a camera that will really make a huge
Okay.
difference on your end result. And it doesn't matter what the camera is. It can be a cell phone. And by the way, I
Right.
do teach people how to use cell phones too.
Okay.
So, and those 3 things are really powerful. And for every class that I teach, I go back and I say, what are the 3 things?
Yeah.
First thing, I say,
Yeah.
what are the 3 things we have to worry about right away?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
not worry about, that we have to think about.
So it's always going back to it always reverts back to what do you the start of before you even decide to do this. This is what you need, kind of thing, or this is what you should. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just 3 things that every pro uses and every amateur has access to. Okay. So
makes sense. Okay.
I'm not having a good hair day.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm not worried about it, but
you're fine.
I'm not used to seeing myself on this side of the camera.
On the camera. You're fine. So yeah, I think if we look at that, and then we just need to.
So free gift, so I'm going to upload photos. This is what I'm trying to get a real sense of what I have to do.
Yep. So you're going to upload photos into the console.
And then rewrite maybe. So how do you do the layout? I mean,
well, the layout actually comes from the pain points that you're going to put in your free gift. So it would be, of course, the title of it'll be something like, I'm not sure if you ever went in and looked at the Courage, Risk, and Rewards sales page that they have in the console. But if you go and look at that, that'll kind of give you a sense. You don't have to have it that long because it is kind of long. But then there's a short version. There's a short version. Let me find that page. Let me find that page for you. There you are. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again.
Is that me?
No, that was you. I'm gonna share my screen again with you.
I did a Zoom class a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
It was a blast.
I was gonna say, how did you like it?
I loved it.
Awesome.
I have to figure out a few things. Like the fact that I can share my screen is fantastic because the quality of the images are going to be much better than they're projected. So I really love that.
Awesome. So this is the one that you can use as an example to kind of come up with the content for your opt-in page. But this is finally, I'm going to open it up for you.
Wait, pages, discover a proven process.
Go to website, and you'll go to pages.
Yeah.
And then once you go to pages, you'll look for finally discover a proven process. Because you always want to give them the solution of, the solution that, or as far as a title or something that's going to get their attention, try to use the result as the kind of a title for it. So this is what that page, what an actual opt-in page would look like. We'd have an image of the opt-in, and then something like that. So like I said, you can always definitely use this as an example, kind of, because it'll give them what the solution is that pain point, or at least the pain points that free gift is going to address, and that's what's going to make them want to opt in. So as you're trying to come up with the content for that, you can use this page as an example.
Okay, great. That's great. Excuse me.
So is that? So you're gonna do that? Are you gonna? Because I was gonna look at. Do you want me to not look at the free gift, or you want me to look at it and kind of give you what I think?
Oh, you can look at it and butcher it.
Okay.
All right. I want it to work. So,
I do too. I definitely want it to work for you. And so you're going to.
So should I wait for you?
You can still print it off, or relook at what you're doing, or relook at it and see what you think. But I think between any kind of feedback that I can give you, and then just from your expertise and your experience, I think you'll be okay with getting it where you want it to be. Because now you got kind of a couple of examples to look at, as far as coming up with at least the opt-in page content. And like I said, you're gonna pull that content, that at least those pain points from the opt-in. You're gonna pull it from that document. So it does help to have two separate eyes on it, but I would definitely still go back and look at it. And then I'm going to print it out and look at it and give you feedback. Because I want this to work, and I want it to be something that you're proud of putting out there.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. When we put this on console page, mm-hmm. Well, it is on there already, but it's done as a PDF.
You still put it in there as a PDF.
So this is two different things, all right? Okay. So PDF is a complete document, mm-hmm. right? If I load all these photographs that I want, okay, so if I'm loading the photographs onto the my console, mm-hmm. And I'm writing my document that's a free document, right? Mm-hmm. How does it get designed?
Well, I use as far as like to so like on that one page, on the offer page, we had that image, or where it had the image on the opt-in page. I actually have I use a tool called eCover Authority, and I create my images from that.
No, I'm not sure I get that. So so let's pretend I'm a graphic designer.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So my document has photographs peppered throughout.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have half as many as what I want, and mm-hmm. it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's 72 megs when it's reduced in size.
Okay.
That's too much. So if I do it through the console, mm-hmm. what I'm trying to understand is, let's say I have a document, and the document has, here's a document, mm-hmm. and then there's a photograph over here, and a photograph over here, and a photograph over. Oops.
You're fine.
A photograph over here, and a photograph over here, and then a description, and then more stuff on the bottom.
On included in the document, correct?
In the document. Mm-hmm. So what I'm confused about, or lacking knowledge, is when you do that document in mm-hmm. Coach's Console, and you want to pepper those photographs throughout mm-hmm. in a certain location, because it's an example of what you're showing, of what you're talking about.
Okay.
Does the layout? This is what
confuses you. Okay.
Confuses me, because the layout is now, it's not like, see, this is where Coach's Console is coach oriented and not me.
Right. Okay.
They don't put pictures in it. They might have a few here and there. It's mm-hmm. in the beginning, and then the rest is all text. And it's mm-hmm. not that way for me. It's what am I going to say? Go back up to picture A mm-hmm. and look at that. No.
So however you lay it out in your document, and once you
use it. So is it better for me to use a different output? Is it better for me to use a different output than Coach's Console?
Because what you're going to do is, when you're creating the content, when you're putting it in, so if you're creating it in Word, you're creating your document in Word, and you're sprinkling those photos in that document, wherever you lay them in that document in Word, once you save it as a PDF, it's going to stay that way.
Right, it's a PDF, but why would I bother? Okay, so why would I put the photographs into Coach's Console then?
Well, I mean, if you're going to be the only reason why you would put photos in the Coach's Console. So say if, like, when we create that, say we were going to create a opt-in page, and you wanted a certain certain image for that, without sprinkling a whole bunch. If you're only going to use one or two, then that's where that comes into play at. Yeah. So it's only if you're going to put it on the actual page, not in the actual document. Once you lay it out in your document and you save it, it's going to stay that way. So you would only use images if, like, you're going to put it on a thank you page. So, like, when we're setting up your products, which will be the paid workshops, once we're setting those up, that's when those images will come into play. Yeah, you're confusing, right? Exactly. So I don't want to. So let's not upload it. Let's not upload any, because it's gonna feel overwhelming, and I don't want to overwhelm you at all. So I mean, even if we just start with getting your free gift together, That's probably a good starting point.
All
And
right.
then
So,
until we get ready to do your lead page for the opt-in, if that's what we're going to use it for, then
yeah.
that's when you'll give me documents and I'll show you where I put it at and how I put it. So that way, I think it's better for me that when we're actually getting ready to work on a project, then you and I go get on a call real quick, like we're doing now. And then I can be able to say, okay, I need X amount of images if this is what you're going to do, or you're going to send me those images and I put it together and then I go back and show you what I did and how I did it. Because I don't want to trying to do it all in one whop, like in one meeting. It will definitely overwhelm you, and you'll
well,
be bored, like, oh my god, before when we leave. So I don't want to do that at all.
what I need is a process. I need to have
I
spelled out. I
understand.
need a process spelled out.
I
So
understand.
right now, I'm going to go back and redo my
Yes.
essentially. And
Yes.
so right now, I still have a problem, which
Okay.
I find, given what I have in my free gift right now,
Mm-hmm.
I have something that I made in Word, and I used it in a smaller size. And I can downsize the photographs to 72 dpi. All right, so that it will be okay to look on a monitor, but not so good for printing. All right, that will save some space. But
Okay.
right now, the way I have it right now, it was my first one I ever did this
Okay.
way, because I use Pages, I use other programs.
Mm-hmm.
So even in Pages, it just was awful. So the size of this document was like 144 megs, so it came down to 72.
Mm-hmm.
72 megs for a person to download is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Depending on their internet. So, I don't know how other people do this. I don't know how other photographers do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they bother doing this, or if they just link everything into their internet. I'm sorry, into their website. Okay, if everything's linked there, like, can a free gift be something that they access only visually?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's how a free gift can be however you want to deliver it. I mean, even if you want to deliver it to where, because I have it open now. I'm looking at what you have. It's just about how you want to deliver it.
Well, I want it to be fast. I mean, so people don't get turned off. Like,
Right.
oh, it's taking too
Well, I
long.
mean, a free. I've never really seen a free gift laid out on an actual page, like a regular website page. I've never really seen it like that. I've only really seen them in PDF form, or video or audio. Those are the main three I've seen it. So
Well, that
you're
is.
definitely going to be different. I mean, I'm looking at what you have. I love what you have.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's aesthetically pleasing. I love what you have.
I can't remember what it looks like. I haven't seen it in so long.
I mean, to me, it's aesthetically, it's not a whole lot. It actually you have 12 pages in there, which is not overwhelming.
No.
Um, the images with the way you have them laid out look awesome to me. And I can see where you might want to put a few more. But I mean, to me, it's definitely aesthetically pleasing. It's not too much.
I tried to break it down so that it was easy to find all the parts if you wanted to go back and look at it.
Yeah.
Make it with the blocks.
I mean, I love what you have. I don't think anything's wrong with it. But you know what you want to put out. But I mean, it's like I said, you have 12 pages. It's not overwhelming. It's not a lot. The images aren't overwhelming.
As long as, if you looked at this with your new eyes,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and you read it, if it makes sense to you,
okay,
then I'm satisfied.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and read it actually, and so that way I can give you feedback. I mean, but to me, I love it.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
I love it. So I mean, I see one where it says document subtitle. We need to take that off.
Yeah, there's a couple things.
There's some things, yes. I mean, some things other than something overwhelming and major. No. It looks, like I said, it's aesthetically pleasing, and I don't see that too often. Normally, I see like a couple of pictures sprinkled throughout, and that's about it.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But so,
this is
in my business, I gotta, go the next step.
Yeah.
But that's what I do, so it's not a big deal.
I think it's good the way it is. Other than, like I said, those little few tweaks that I see. But I mean,
I have to change it. I think I have to change the title so that it shows more about pain.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if anything, it's addressing that, but I'm gonna print it out and read it before I say, say like, yeah, we need to do this whole thing over, do this over. I really want to look at it and read it and see does it make sense to me, and then
Okay.
make sure that it's answering some questions I may have had, even if I was gonna do it.
Okay.
So I'm
That'd be great. I appreciate that. 'Cause, I haven't really had anybody come from this point of view.
it's gonna help you be better, and it's gonna also gonna help me to learn more about how to help.
Perfect. I love that because I know I'm different than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when I was asking for for the VA qualifications, I said, okay, so I'm going to be dealing with photographs, videos, and things of that nature. I'm going to start once I have so what's holding me back on the lead is the lead page thing with the link. Okay, I'm ready to go with daily live streams. I'm ready to go. I'm already doing the classes.
Right. So you're ready to go.
All right. I've already done my own Speak to Sell programs, doing it the hard way. I haven't loaded my students' names into the email thing because I wasn't convinced that it was the way to go. So I want to do this.
So when you upload them in, I mean, so once we put them in there, how are you gonna be communicating with them? How are you gonna be keeping in touch?
Well, anyone who's had me as an instructor already knows I send a lot of emails.
Okay.
All right, so that will be activated again. So they haven't seen me or heard from me in a really long time, because as many as 4 years for some of them, but they were interested enough to take my course, and a lot of them went on to do some amazing things. And a lot of them just, whatever.
But, yeah, kind of fell off word.
It's fine. I mean, I take in 8 to 12 people every 4 months, every 3 months. Bang, boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom. So I've had in those years, it's like 100 people.
Right. Okay.
Not to mention all of my clients. I have thousands of clients, but that list is kind of destroyed.
Okay.
I have stuff on Constant Contact.
Okay.
But I'm kind of afraid to go there.
It's just even if you were to bring them into your console, whatever context you're going to keep, it's just about us creating an actual group. And then, so when you're sending out emails, you're sending out the appropriate emails to everyone. And I mean, that's not really hard.
So when you do a group, do you just, so if, let's say, I realize for starting groups, it's a good thing. Let's say I get someone from my Speak to Sales, I get 10, 30, something like that each time. So those would go into a Speak to Sell module or a folder, but let's say I have students, that would be in another one. Now let's say I want to send them all. Is there a way to make one person into several groups? Okay.
Yep. You can create as many groups as you want. So when you're sending out emails, instead of selecting the people, you can just select the group. And it's going to only have those people that are in that group.
So you'll show me how to put them in multiple groups or to exclude a group. Because I mean, in all the years I've done this, I've had only one person who asked me not to send stuff, and she was a person who walked out of my class. I do not want any engineers or doctors. Okay.
Exactly.
No engineers, no doctors. I even tell the people where I do the classes, I said, listen, if you happen to know they're a doctor or an engineer, discourage them. Because they're gonna walk out. They're gonna quit.
Yep. ASAP. Like too much. So I guess, look at your free gift and see what you want to maybe want to add or what you want to take out. I'm going to look at it so I can provide some feedback too.
Yeah. So when you look at this, my inquiry to you would be, my title has to connect. My connection afterwards. Here's my free gift. The follow-up is missing.
Okay, I was about to ask you about that.
Because I didn't have a lead page. I didn't have
you always want to set up the lead page is really the last thing you can really I would worry about. Or I mean, it just really depends on it depends on the how you normally work. My process normally is I want to get the free gift done, get my autoresponders done, because those are the two hardest things to do.
Yeah.
The opt-in page is always the easiest because you already done pulled out your your pain points. You've already pulled out your solution to the pain point, and then you've already the opt-in itself is already created. The opt-in form is already created. So I normally don't do my lead page until last, unless I'm working with someone. So if I'm working with someone, if I'm working on my free gift and my autoresponders, then I already give them, hey, here's my opt-in page content. Then I'll hand that off to them and they fix the page for me. And then I still work on the other stuff, because once that sales page, once that lead page is done, then I have the ability to go ahead and have all the other back end pieces in place. So
yeah, I think I do have
okay.
the follow up in there. Thank you for, the thank you. And I think I have that. I did it so long ago. I don't
That's okay. I'm about to look right now for you, because I'd definitely like to know if it's already there, and if not, what we need to put in place. So I see the blue. I actually see two of them. Oh, there it is. So it looks like you just have the one autoresponder, which is the thank you. And that looks like you may have created some you created some thank you. So we definitely need to make this better, because normally you want to at least have 5 autoresponders created.
Okay. Yeah.
And how you create those autoresponders, you pull those from, you can break down those 3 simple secrets. You can break those down into more
okay.
more explanation, and then invite them to, well, you're not gonna invite them to a call, but you might invite them to a workshop.
No, I can definitely invite them to a call.
Okay, and you can do it that way. Yep.
Because I can do Zoom. I can do one-on-one Zooms.
Mm-hmm.
I can do as long as they can send me their photographs and stuff. I can do critiques.
Okay.
I can teach them. I'm having much more confidence. I still have to work out some details about how I can show people things. Some of the stuff's going to have to be videotaped, and then I can drop in a videotape in to Zoom if I know if I can figure out how to do it.
Do it.
Zoom is really pretty cool. I gotta say.
I love it.
Right. I don't have it as pro, but on one-on-one you don't need it.
Yeah, because the only thing you normally, I have the pro, but it's only because I meet with clients every day of the week, and I have some recordings on my cloud, but I started recording to my computer because I wasn't gonna pay them an extra $40 a month for a cloud. They wasn't doing that, and you can only keep so many on there. But that's the reason why I do it. So yeah, we definitely need to work on the autoresponders. And thank you, Paige. So this is the only thing I want you to focus on now, is us getting your free gift pieces, the process is down, getting your getting the free gift and looking at it, seeing how you want to change it, make some changes if they are going to be. And then you have 5 autoresponders. I do have a template that I'm going to send you for those 5 autoresponders.
Okay.
It's just a template, so you'll fix. You'll go in and fix what you need to fix. Even if you just want to type up use the template and type them up, or change the autoresponders to reflect how you want them to be to go out. You could do that, and then I go in and type it in for you and format it, make sure it looks the way you want it to look. If there's an image you want in there, then you just have to share that image with me once you upload the once you're done with the autoresponders and upload it to the log, the client log. Then you'll just upload those images that I need to use in those emails.
So if I do, so that's a great idea. So if I use, so I have 3 things that I talked about. All right, time of day, best time of day, location of subject, location of the photographer or the camera. So I would do a bad before and a good after with each one of those.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That makes total sense, because people who do this are generally visual.
Yeah.
So they'll look at, and that's one of the reasons why photography, having so many photographs is very important, because I'm reinforcing the words, and they may not even read the words.
Right. They was just looking before and the after, how it is, what it looks like before you do it, and then what it should look like after.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I get the ahas out of that. So that's why I'm saying I'm so different than people who are just doing words.
You're not kidding. But this is going to be an interesting ride for me, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm telling you. It's going to probably open my eyes even more, too. So I'm glad of that. I'm
Oh,
always looking to learn something new. So, yeah, I think this is a good starting point for us. Let's get your free gift together.
so now I want to also ask you about my if you have any recommendations on my marciadolgin.com.
Okay, I will go on there too. Yep.
If you could go in there, it's still in construction, and I've been a bad girl. I was kind of, again, it's because I really wanted to have a pro look at this stuff and guide me in
On how to fix it. Okay.
how to make it work to get people
there. Okay.
Considering I'm not a coach, but I want to offer my services. Now, what usually draws people to me is the quality of my work.
Yeah, I was looking at your photos and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's amazing.
So if you go to children, the children, and some of them don't have anything in them yet.
Okay.
My webmaster is all kind of mad at me for not jumping on it, but I was just waiting for you guys.
And we've been waiting too. So we've been like, when are we getting our clients? When are we getting our clients? So I guess they got tired of asking.
I gotta tell you, it's been making me freaking
crazy.
Because I really, I have a part-time job, and it takes me away about 30 hours a week.
Oh,
which
wow.
30 hours, and it's shit money.
Yeah.
You know that book, Under Earning?
Yeah, I'm reading it too. Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
you're not alone.
In my past life, I was the other people.
Oh, wow.
And now I've become this person because I got lost.
Yep.
I'm going to go back and be my old self.
Yeah.
So I totally get the mindset. But I'm doing the work because it's so important to recognize I have to relearn this crap. So one of the things that I wanted to do is, I'm kind of in a rush to do this because I'm old and I want to get this thing going.
Okay.
I don't have the time. I mean, I've already got experience coming up my wazoo. I told you, I've got 80,000 hours.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Way crazy.
I have way more than that, but I won't tell you. I'm just saying 80 because it sounds good.
I can believe it. Oh my gosh. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. So the point I'm saying is, I'm considering quitting that job so I can really focus on this for those 30 hours because the problem is, it's also, I work afternoons into nights, and it makes I'm not taking care of myself the way I need to with all of this.
Yeah.
So I have to then what if I quit that job? I've got to have money coming in.
I mean, yes, you do.
So
get busy.
That's the reason why you see my dedication is like, yes.
Yes.
I'm not
yes.
I'm not going to be one of those mamby-pamby.
Yeah.
But I do need guidance because I don't trust what I don't know.
Right. I understand.
I know what I know, but this is me taking someone who did 100% referral, 100%. I mean, I marketed and I reinforced like Coke does. You know, they don't need to sell.
Yeah.
All right. I was doing that. And now I'm doing it the hard way.
I understand more than you know. More than you know. I do.
Yep, so I'm not going to be one of those, I don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up. I got it.
Yeah, and that is so helpful. At least you have something, then you know what you want and what you're looking for. You just need somebody to help you get that organization going.
Bingo. You are so right. Can I give you a hug? Long distance hug.
I got you. I'm so looking forward to this. I am so looking forward. Okay, so now we have our to-dos. That's what I'm thinking.
What?
I said now we have our to-dos.
Yeah.
So we're going to focus on the free gifts, and we got to get that right.
Yeah.
And I want to look at the website for you and provide feedback. I'm going to look at the free gift for you and provide feedback. And I'm going to look at Convert Kit and give you feedback on that.
Yeah, those will be good for you. But
those are 3 good things right there, because they're going to help you get clearer on what you need.
I'm ready.
Awesome.
You know, if I don't, today I'm good. I can work on this today. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow through the whole weekend, I'm going to be working. You're fine.
Because I was going to say, I like to try to have a day that is specific to us and the time that we meet. And I know you really can't do that because you do work.
No, I can.
You can? Okay. It works better that way, so we both know.
Yeah, if I put the word down, I mean, right now I'm usually a week or two out already scheduled. But I mean, once I put the word "I'm not available" on blah 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 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, honey,
When's your available day for next week?
all right, I'll tell you. At this place where I work, I'm being a photographer. So needless to say, I'm the senior photographer. I've been photographing longer than most of the other photographers
In there. Oh wow,
so
that's crazy.
Well, no, what's good about it is that it's commission. So I
yeah.
I blow them away. So if I say I'm not available on something, they go, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next week, crap. I kind of have a lot. Okay, the best day for me, unfortunately, I don't know if you're religious or not. This Good Friday. It's also Passover.
It's a Good Friday. Yep. I mean, I'm already scheduled. We're scheduled to go out of town that weekend.
Okay.
Gonna see my granny.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm working. Man, you got me on a lot of days. Tuesday, I'm available all day except I teach Tuesday on Tuesday nights.
Okay, so we can do. I have nothing on Tuesday, so we can do Tuesday.
All right. So I have a 2:00. The only thing I have is a 2:00 appointment with Carol Williams.
Let's meet that morning. Around about the same time that we met this morning. So it'll be what?
Yeah, 11.
And for me, in 11 for you, I think, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, let's do that. Because we won't stay on long. We'll just check in.
We can stay on long if we need to. I mean, I'm going to dedicate an hour.
Yep, let's do that. That works for me.
But if you have anything that you want to communicate to me, please let me know. Like, send me an email or whatever. If you see it, so if I put this energy into this thing and then you find something that's really needs to be addressed, flag it.
Okay, I'll do that.
I don't want to be doing all this work.
And wait, right, and it may be something that, I can definitely do that.
Waiting a week.
I never do that. As soon as when I sit down to work on something, I don't wait a week. I let, if there's questions I have or suggestions, I send them that same day I'm working on it.
Perfect, because that would make really good sense. Because if I'm working on something and I have to undo it, it's cool, but it's frustrating. So it's not terribly efficient.
Right, and we definitely don't want that at all.
Well, we're human. Come on.
True. All right.
All right, so I'm going to do, so my disconnect is I may be less confident than I am knowledgeable, but my disconnect is my ability to use Coach's Console. So I want to be able to eventually make changes when necessary. I don't want to be, in the long run, I don't want to be totally dependent on
somebody else to do it for you.
But yeah, so you'll be doing some stuff, but I want to be doing some stuff.
Right, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with walking you through how to access different things. So even if like next week you come to the call and there's something, an area in here that you want to know about and get that sense of, okay, I'm comfortable with doing this if I had to, then make a list of what it is. I mean, that's the best way to learn is make a list of what it is and what you see, what is your need right now. And one of the things I know that you're going to need is putting in your contacts. That is one thing we're going to, that is something very important.
I can do that. Like that's kind of brain.
But I mean, as far as categorizing, like you were mentioning, asking about the groups, showing you how to put it is self-explanatory in a sense, but understanding how that when you upload those contacts for that specific group, how to actually upload or import them. And when you select at the bottom of the screen, it's going to ask you, how do you want to, or if they want to go in a group, or are you just uploading them as prospects? So choosing the appropriate group. So showing you how to do those kind of things. Yeah. Even if you just bring one list, I can show you that, and then you'll be able to move forward from that.
Can I ask you a quick question on that? Mm-hmm. So I don't have I don't have a previous existing system.
Right.
So I think I have to, as far as I can tell, it looks like I have to enter them one at a time.
Well, if you don't, you can kind of create, if you wanted to do Excel and put them in and put your students in a list like that with just a first name, last name, and an email. That's really all you need.
In Excel, really?
You can do that. And because when you upload, you don't have to do them one at a time. You can do it in an Excel sheet. And then Excel, when you upload the Excel sheet, it will put them in that group and you're done. And you can move to the next one.
So you do last name, first name?
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends on how you want to put it. In your console, you can select if you want it to be last name, first name, or if you want it to be first name, last name. So I like first name, last name. Okay. Even though when I was in the military, of course, it's last name, first name.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So it's just about figuring out how you want it in your system, and then continuing it that way throughout.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's easier with first name, last name, and then just the email, and you're done. That's pretty much all you need to put in
there. If I wanted to put down like what my connection was, could I, in another category, can I have that?
Yep, you can. I would put. I think you can select connection. I'm gonna have to look at it again. But it's either connect. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna upload one, and then I'm gonna let you know what the option is for that one.
Okay. Yeah, because I can build that. I'd like to build that in the time that we're between now and next week. I can't say I will, but
I'll do that I'll go. Matter of fact, when we get done, I'll do that, and then I can send you a message right after.
So I have no clue how to use Excel, but I think I can fake it. I have it.
Well, I'll say when you go in and you're gonna start a new document, as soon as the thing pops up, just put first name in one block, last name in one block,
exactly.
email, and just do it just like that. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll be good.
Can I put in phone number?
Yes, you can. Now that I know for sure, you can put the phone number in there.
Okay, build Excel. First name. I'm making notes.
Okay.
Last name, email, telephone, and connection. My connection. And then I can maybe break it down in groups. So here's my quick question about that. Okay. Because I want to form it right. Okay, it's not a big deal, but it could be. And so let's say I have everyone's name listed, not necessarily, I can make it be in alphabetical order or whatever. But the point is, if I want to have one person in 2 or 3 different groups, is that something you do later?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, all right. I'm happy. So I can just get them in, just get them in.
And you can go back and add them in the group that they need to go in, yeah. And then if they're in multiple groups, once you add that contact in, you can then you can go in their actual profile and select the multiple groups they're in. So say if they have 3, then you got to select, but that's the only drawback is you have to go in each individual one and select if they're in multiple, but it can be done.
So the serious thing about multiple is that they could get the same email 3 times. So that could be
only if you're sending it to your whole list. But if you're sending it different things for each group, they're only going to get those 3 different things for that specific group. Right. So it won't be the same email. But yeah.
Okay. I got to remember. I got to think about that. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm going to actually send you a follow-up email with what we discussed and what our to-dos are going to be for this week coming up. And then, like I said, right after we get off, I'm going to actually act like I'm going to upload a document and give you the option that you choose if you're going to do connections of how you were connected with them. And awesome. Then that's going to be that. And then I'm going to schedule our session for next Tuesday. So you won't have to worry about going there and doing that. I'll do that. And then that's pretty much it. I think that's it. So I'm going to give you your 3 to-dos. I'm going to write in my to-dos. And then, like I said, my first thing is making sure that I go in and let you know what that connection is or what that option is for connections.
Perfect.
So, and then that'll be it, and we'll keep it moving.
It's a good thing you have a good attitude about it.
No. I just think that, even though it's different for me, it's better for me because now I can kind of learn how to meet you where you're at with what you have going on and then be able to move to the next thing and meet them where they're at. So I'm loving the flexibility because I don't want to ever have to do the same thing over and over and over, even though sometimes I do. And then I do get that routine down, but sometimes it's a good for change.
Yeah, I told you I'd be the problem.
This is good for change, so I'm okay with it. So
it's kind of interesting. I feel a little bit like I'm training Carol too because
yes,
she's trying to put me into the mindset of the other people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can deal with that, but that's not
where I'm at right now.
No, it's just not. It's not my people. It's not how.
It's not gonna. She's it's definitely pushing her to her limit because she's gonna have to figure that out. How does she be able to work with you and not be in that mindset of you're like in that bubble with everyone else? You do have certain things that are different about you, so the conversations are definitely going to be totally different. It's not going to be the same. So it will be to a point, but then there's that point.
There's certain things like like I wrote her a note back immediately and said, "Listen, I need to know what my sweet spot is. Nobody stays up late at night worrying about."
Sure the heck don't. Not for that, but I mean, it's definitely finding how do you articulate that, and that's why I want to read what you have.
Right. Well, I was just grunting out.
You're fine. You know what? I love when you guys being able to be yourselves. I would rather you do that than feeling like, oh my God, I have to put on this face.
Well, I learned that the hard way. Hey, let me introduce you to my friend. This is my friend right here.
Oh man, I was looking at that. I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is huge.
Yeah, you should. It's not really.
It's not.
No, I had one that was 60 inches wide.
Oh my gosh.
Recently sold, and I bought this for a smaller size.
Yeah.
This makes the most gorgeous prints. Wow. Unbelievable.
Wow. Awesome.
And, that's going to be this is going to provide my student my $5,000 or $3,000 whatever students with a $500 print of their favorite photograph when they're done.
Oh wow.
Right there.
Whew. I want to see that when it's done.
It is gorgeous. I can show you. I mean, like, go on my website, you'll see stuff. All of it's been printed on something like this. This is actually a higher quality
than you had the other one.
Well, it's just newer technology. It's the same company.
Sure.
Just newer technology. Amazing. I showed some people the organizer yesterday. I showed her some prints. Yeah. That's why she's willing to barter. She's like, oh my God, I have to have one of them.
Awesome. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna look at this Excel thing real quick before I send you your follow-up message with our to-dos in it, and I'm gonna send that each time we meet. So you know what you have to do, and I'll know what I have to do, and then we'll just communicate the client log in between that time if we need to. And that's pretty much how it goes.
Perfect. All right, I'll let you go. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, and I'm looking forward to us working together and getting this thing rolling for you.
Thank you. I am too. I am really looking forward. I sent you a note. Did you get it?
This morning? No, just now? When did you send me a note?
I sent you a letter right after I found out who you were.
I didn't get it. Oh my gosh.
I sent you I got a it was I had your email. I was sent a connection to you, and I wrote you a letter immediately.
Oh my gosh, I did not get that. How the heck did I not get that?
I don't know how I wrote it. I think I just responded to.
You might have responded, and if you did, I'm sure I have it. I just normally don't get a chance to clean out my email that often. So I actually do it.
Yeah, I just sent an email. It was definitely an email.
It was definitely okay. Then I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna search for it just so I can look at it.
So I don't know what website, what email I used to give you it.
It's okay. If you send it via email, it's there. I'm sure it's there. Oh my gosh, I did not, but I'm gonna go find it.
Because I introduced myself and I said I was.
I'm gonna go find it. I'm definitely gonna find it because I want to read it.
All right. Well, so the point is to communicate with you is got to be through the log, but I didn't have access.
Through the log.
I didn't have access to the log, so I.
No, you didn't. So that's okay. That's all right. I'm sure it's there.
Yeah, it says I have been waiting for you for.
Oh man.
Time.
Because I got it last week and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and send it right now because I was off that day. I think I might have been off, but I just did it real quick because it didn't take me that long to do it. I was like, let me just send it real quick so she can do it over the weekend or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm gonna go find that because I want to.
So, how many people do you have of this group?
Currently, I have 4.
4. Okay.
I don't know because they have a total of 30 in the group. So I'm not sure how many I'm going to actually get, how many more I'm going to get. I know that we're getting more. I just don't know how many I'm going to have. So I do know that I have right now 4.
Cool.
So, which is good for me because it's not overwhelming. When I did the boot camp, I had 16 at one time.
Oh my God.
But they were all at different levels. So it wasn't too overwhelming. And And I just finished up with my last one. Was it the earlier this month?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's what they were also waiting on, is for the ones that did have those long done for yous, was to get all those completed and then kind of move you guys in as we're transitioning them out. So
I don't
it
know.
was a smooth transition for me. So that worked perfectly.
It was a long time. But anyway, I sent you a letter.
I'm going to read it. As soon as I find it, I'm going to read it.
Don't worry about it. If you want, I can send it to you again if I can figure out where I sent it from. I have all these different emails. I have emails for junk. I have emails for business. I have emails for this business and my students. So my students is photoclasslove@gmail.com. I force it down their throat.
Right. Right. Okay.
Right.
No problem. No problem. But I'll get you squared away. And if you need me, just like I said, reach out in the client log and I'll respond back to you.
Perfect. You have a great weekend.
You too. And I'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.